Let's get started. Let's understand what is cloud, what is Azure cloud from scratch. Let's observe carefully. As a data engineer, this is our reference point, reference diagram. For example, we go to a restaurant and we order some food, or you go to a website and order some goods online through apps, through website, etc. Or you come to our SQLSCHOOL website or our app and enroll, register. This active data will be stored in database. We call it OLTP. Microsoft SQL, MySQL, Oracle, Postgres, Amazon. These are all different brands of OLTP from various companies. Over a period of time, we need to store all the old data into something called warehouse for future reference. For example, this is how we do. We have option of free webinars, not frequently, but once or twice a month we do. For example, one such webinar we have this weekend, a free webinar, and we will be conducting the free webinars to active participants in the current classes, OLTP, as well as the active participants who have been like very active in the class, interactive and submitting assignments on time and attempting the project, not completing, but at least attempting the project. Show more interest toward the subject from our warehouse. So I mean, active data plus old data, both are required. And there we are, as a data engineer, we are responsible to use ETL technologies, extract, transform, load, ETL technologies. Read data from various sources, apps, IoT, web, forms, others, and databases. And load historical data, inactive data, stale data into warehouse. That is a primary job role of a data engineer. So as a data engineer, we are going to learn how to work with something called ETL, extract, transform, load. Before that, what exactly database? The first technical term today. Database is a platform to store any type of data, any amount of data. There are two basic types of databases, OLTP to store live real-time data, and data warehouse to store historical inactive data, old data. Friends, will go for questions after some time. Let me put forward all my points and then we go for questions clarifications. There are two types of databases, OLTP to store live real-time data and data warehouse to store old historical data. These two, see here, OLTP, data warehouse. Today's OLTP, today's live data will be tomorrow's history. That activities will be taken place by using ETL. So what is data engineering? It is a prominent job role responsible for design of data warehouse, implement extraction and transformations, cloud storage, security and optimizations. So this data engineering process involves ETL, extract, transform, and load, big data storage, data analytics, cloud computing, and real-time data access, and lot of other stuff as well. These are the major activities. So remember, as a data engineer, what we do? Lift and shift. lift the required data from OLTP, shift it to data warehouse. And here there are different ways to do this data engineering activities. We are into Microsoft way, Microsoft implementations. At Microsoft, we implement ETL, extract, transform, load by using Azure Data Factory and or Azure Databricks. We need to learn both. Then we'll decide when to use which and how to use them together. There are two data warehouse implementation environments. 100% Microsoft brand Synapse and Microsoft flavor of open source Spark called Databricks Spark. Databricks environment, Spark databases. Okay, so we have ETL, data warehouse. So this green circled item is our actual classes from today's second half. You also have Azure, alternative AWS like Amazon Glue for ETL, Amazon Redshift for warehouse, and open source ETL like Snowpark and DBT, open source warehouse called Snowflake. Okay, so we are into Azure. Let's observe carefully. Main benefits of Azure. It is comparatively user-friendly, cheaper. Either you are a starter or experienced developer, administrator, tester, architect, consultant, anyone, everyone into big data who is looking for big data, cloud computing. This Azure data engineering is the most preferred option. In our data engineering activities, we have 4 major components: Data Factory, Databricks, Synapse, and Data Lake with Spark, Python, PySpark, Scala with CI/CD, continuous integration and continuous deployment concepts with ETL to implement ETL, extraction, transformation, loading, to implement data warehouse, big data and analytics. We have all these items, left side items, 4 plus 5, 9 items to implement right side activities. Everywhere we have AI components in our classes starting from tomorrow. So in our data engineering classes, we need to have good number of activities like Azure SQL, Azure ETL and warehouse, Data Factory, Synapse, Databricks, Data Lake, IoT, Internet of Things, Event Hubs, Key Vaults, and Stream Analytics. We also need to learn about insights, alerts, logic apps, functions, purview, Azure Purview activities, notebooks, pipelines, commandlets, Git, AI integrations, and so on. I understand we are all very new to the terminology, but just want to give you a small heads up. We'll start our classes from scratch carefully, but one thing, need your support. We have lengthy curriculum, so I have few requests for you. We have lengthy curriculum, so I need to make sure things are useful. So for this purpose, let me first give you the checklist activities first, just to get some idea. Make sure we follow things carefully. Firstly, we are going to work with open source ETL and warehouse, this one. These are the items we are going to learn for about 3 weeks. Open source environment, Databricks with Spark, Unity Catalog, PySpark, and Scala. I assume we are all very new to Python, new to Scala. Whatever is needed from ETL perspective, we are going to learn here. We are not into programming nor application development. We are completely into ETL. And once we do Databricks and Spark open source ETL, then we are going to have Microsoft environment, Microsoft ETL and warehouse for another 2.5 to 3 weeks. So these include total 2 important vertical modules. One is open source ETL and warehouse. Other one on my screen, Microsoft ETL and warehouse. I think this Microsoft one, I have the updated one because new things added by Microsoft very recently. Let me just try to get it. Please wait. Yep, on my screen now. The updated content with new additions from Microsoft in Azure, recent add-ons. So we'll start from the scratch. But remember, we need to learn Microsoft ETL, Microsoft Warehouse, open source ETL, open source warehouse. And finally, we need to integrate them together. Okay, to make it clear, it's the main activity, main backbone. Open source ETL, Microsoft ETL, open source warehouse, Microsoft warehouse. Everything we need to blend it together. Next, few more things before we go for questions. Just to make it clear what we learned so far in a simple way. What is data engineering? An art of designing data structures to perform ETL, transformations, data loads into warehouse in cloud. So Azure data engineering is about implementation of ETL and warehouse that includes storage components, ETL components, warehouse components, and few other important components we need to learn. Complete material I will take care. You will be receiving the Word documents in advance, module wise. For example, all open source ETL and warehousing concepts, one pack, print copies. Same way, there's something called as storage module and Microsoft ETL and warehouse, another pack. Complete notes I'll provide you in advance, module wise. Please take print copies of those notes so that it will be handy for us. Okay, so left side of your computer you'll be having your print copy notes. Right side beside your mouse, more importantly, you'll be having a handwritten observation notes, a quick keyword notes. Only keywords will be writing there. This way I'm sure we can make it work. Things are a bit vast, so need your support. Let me show you one final slide before we proceed for the Azure configurations. Of course, we need to start from the scratch. I assume we're all very new. We'll start from the very basics, but this is the complete keyword we need to learn. Open source ETL, open source warehouse, Microsoft ETL, Microsoft warehouse, and few backbone concepts like migrations, IoT, event hubs, real-time data, ARM templates, etc., including end-to-end project. So to Justify all these technical items practically. Please, left side of your screen, print copy notes. Right side of your screen, beside mouse, you'll be having handwritten observation notepad. Only keywords. It works. Sessions will be interactive and attendees are responsive. More responsive, get more things for sure. In terms of week and free webinars, one-to-one guide, more guidance on the resume, more mock interviews, etc. Need your support. Any questions, let me know, please. Next comes Azure account configurations. And technically, we need to start open source ETL activities. We'll start from today itself. We'll learn it slowly, step by step, practically. Any question, please let me know. I'll wait for some time before we proceed.